Hey, welcome back to the Mega Man X LP. On the last episode, I went and finished off the rest of the Mavericks. I'm sure I won't ever have to deal with them again. Also, I started up at Sigma's base, but I didn't really like the commentary, or the gameplay for that matter, so I'm just gonna try this again. But first of all, there's one thing I want to grab in Armored Armadillo stage. Of course, since I'm using the password, I am also low on lives and out of sub tanks, so gonna have to fix that. Future Manji? So, what you want to do here is, you want to get on this cart, take care of these bird robots, get up here, grab this health, and then die. You're gonna have to do this a few times. You could also just leave the stage instead of dying a few times, but that's a waste of time. So we're just gonna have to die in order to get the secret. The best way to deal with this is just to use rolling shields, since that way you don't have to worry about these bird robots. Grab this. And just keep dying until eventually the capsule spawns. I think you need to do it like 3 or 4 times. Oh no. There it is. Your prize for doing all that ridiculousness. The Hadouken. Done the exact same way you do a Hadouken in the Street Fighter series. Let's test it out in Armored Armadillo! Or not, if he doesn't show up. Nope, they're totally gone. We're never gonna see those Mavericks ever again. Don't bother with that password. If you turn off the game, you lose the Hadouken. Now, I'm not gonna make heavy use of it. I'm not gonna use it to, like, cheat my way through Sigma's Fortress. I just wanted to show that off. But I might use it to make some things a little easier. We'll see. Let's start the assault! Let's split up, that's always a good idea. Ow. So, rolling shield. You've already probably seen that it has this nice little shield effect with this nice little shield when you fully charge it. It gets rid of smaller enemies, which makes it really good for getting through this particular segment, which is otherwise kind of a nuisance because of those little purple guys flying at you, but otherwise, it's not really good since it goes away immediately. There's a much better weapon for, I forgot to grind more lives. Oh boy. Oh well. There's a much better weapon for, doing stuff without, for like getting through without taking damage. Get up here and... Oh hey, it's you! I'm sure Zero's got this covered. Right, Zero? Zero, you got this covered, right? You've already shown how strong you are at the beginning. Oh, you totally do not have this covered. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. I just got this. How dare you? Oh no. Well, there goes what I was going to do. We can take him. We can totally beat this. It's time for the revenge. Why isn't this working? Zero, why isn't this working? Zero. I think he's right. I think I'm not a match for him. I thought it was as cool as you, Zero. Zero? Zero, you were right next to his head. How didn't you blow him up? So, X, it's just you and me and this big gun on my shoulder now. What the? Where did that energy come from? The power of the plot vial. The power of the plot. Kind of a vial. That was fantastic. Oh, you can't break out of that. That will try to dash at you, he'll try to shoot you, he'll try to drop bombs on you. These little ground bombs are actually kind of not that dangerous. It's really him charging into you that's the issue. So definitely try to give him a wide berth. Goodbye. How did it not? Get out! Get out! Get out of here! I can't believe I died to you in the first attempt before. Zero? Maybe you really will be almost as cool as me one day. X. He's dead. And he's never coming back. So anyway, here's this ridiculousness. Oh, I want that. One other thing I want to mention is that if for some reason you get all the way to this point without grabbing the Buster upgrade, Zero actually gives you his own Buster, which basically acts as a replacement. Which basically acts exactly the same as the Buster upgrade. I don't want to die like this. This annoying segment. Screw it, I'm gonna use a sub-tank, whatever, I don't care. Can't really focus like this. Aww. Come on. Come on! Stupid torpedoes. Hey, I'm jumping here. Since I'm going quiet again, I want... Oh wait, this is first. So, one of the staples of the Mega Man series is that you have to refight the bosses. Mega Man X1 does things a little differently compared to the rest of the X series, because it's actually kind of copying what the very first Mega Man game did, which is like, you have to fight the bosses on the path to get to the end. Just kind of sprinkled all throughout the first 3 stages. So of course I had to fight Boomer Quanger first. Boomer Quanger's weakness is a homing torpedo, because I've already shown that can... sort of already shown that I can beat him without relying on the weakness. Where'd my torpedo go? Just keep shooting one, and eventually the torpedoes will do your work for you. Since even he can't teleport away from the homing torpedoes. Alright, now let's discuss something. So, what happens after this? Because this is definitely going to be the finale. Well, once I finish the LP, I will actually be able to say that I finished an LP and thus I can retire. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I want the health. My life. It's not extra life. I'll keep doing this. I already spent a good bit of money for a capture card, among other things. Oh boy. The next boss we're about to fight is probably the boss that I hate the most in this game, which is honestly saying something. Is this spider? You have to kind of like figure out where he's going to be at the end of his little crawl, and you have to shoot him. The problem is that A, you have a very small opportunity to hit him. B, he like occasionally spits out his children at you. The jerk. Stealing off a Storm Eagle's stick. Stealing Storm Eagle's shtick. And also he slowly gets faster and faster as the fight goes on. Now I'm not focusing on actually trying to beat him. I'm trying to talk about him instead. So it's going great. Okay, that was way too close for comfort. Oh boy. Oh, that's a nice easy one. Oh my god, I didn't take my dash. Is that even him? Hope it did. Hope it did. There we go! Way better than my last attempt. Way better. God. I do not like fighting that guy. He's kind of a pain. I'm just not very good at finding out where he's going to be, like, super quick. So I'm glad he gave me, like, quite a few easy ones that go around. Alright, let's keep going with Sigma Space. Not really a whole lot else to say about Sigma Space other than, like, the Maverick refights when I get to them, so there's a few other things I want to discuss. Namely, why I've been doing the LP the way I've been doing... Oh, God. So, it's probably kind of weird that I'm, like, cutting out one episode, or at least cutting an episode short, because I don't like the way the gameplay was. And I've kind of already explained that it's because I just died a little too much for my liking. Which is weird considering that nasty first episode with Boomer Kawanger. So you're probably wondering why... Well, I've already said that another big reason is I don't like my commentary in the previous episode, so I wanted to redo that. But why keep all the crap with Boomer Kawanger in that case? Honestly, it's kind of my way to practice myself for later LPs, because while I'm pretty experienced with Mega Man X, I certainly plan on playing a bunch of games that I'm not as experienced with. I've got a few games down the pipeline that I plan on playing, and some of them are going to be blind. So, leaving an episode or two where I just kind of play like garbage is almost a weird way to kind of practice myself for me eventually. I took damage on Chill Penguin. That's great. It's kind of my way of practicing myself for eventually doing LPs where I'm definitely not going to know what I'm doing. Not in the slightest, especially since if I plan on doing blind LPs, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of retakes. So what sorts of games do I plan on doing in the future? Well, there's 4 games right now that I've definitely got in the pipeline that I definitely want to do an LP of, and those are probably going to be the ones I do relatively soon. Oh, let's fight Storm Eagle. This time let's not take damage. Don't be like Johnny from Super Gaming Brothers. Storm Eagle's weakness is the Chameleon Sting. I don't know when chameleons beat eagles, but that's the case here. I mean, I think the idea is supposed to be that, since it's like, you know, the 3... I don't know what you even... the spread shot, whatever you want to call it. That's how that goes. No damage. Much better. I'd show off the enhanced version of Chameleon. I guess I didn't do it for the Fire Wave, but whatever. But there's a big reason not, but it wouldn't really help in this case. Okay, I'm trying to avoid one guy and I hit my knee. Okay. Okay then. Right, what was I talking about before? Games I want to do for the channel later on. So I've got at least 4 games kind of already planned out that I want to do. 2 of them are going to be blind, 1 of them I've been in the past, and 1 I've played quite a bit of. Oh boy, this boss. This stupid boss. Rangda Bangda, I think was the name of it. Wow, I'm playing like garbage, okay. You gotta destroy the eyes and nose. Also try not to fall into the teeth, since those are spikes. The color of the eyes kind of gives you a good hint about what they're going to do next. As you can probably already tell. Kind of playing like garbage on this one. This one might not go so well. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. That's definitely not one you want to see on these things. Though also blue when it's right next to you is also bad. What? Come on, this is the easy part. Much better. So anyway, about those games that I want to play in the future. 2 are going to be blind. They're both like detective games, though one I think has more of a horror element to it. That's probably going to be the first one I do later, since the other one can be a bit longer, I think. I need to look up the how long to beat. But like 2 blind games. One is a platformer of sorts that I've already been in the past. Be like just this last month, I believe. And the other one I've already played a lot of. It's a hack and slash, but it's does something a little different from the story, and I kind of want to know what people would be interested in seeing first. If they want to see the blind LP first, if they want to see something I'm already practiced in, something I've already done, or what. It's not really important, but they are all Switch games. And I'm not really going to make like Nintendo or Switch games like a particular focus for the channel, but those are kind of just the easiest things to record. Also, hey, here's how you deal with a armored armadillo without losing your mind. Dash under the shots of his. So yeah, that's an easy way to deal with him. I want that help. Oh, here's Sting Chameleon. There you go. That's how you deal with Sting Chameleon without taking too much damage or losing your mind or anything like that. Just gotta get in that pattern. So yeah, this is definitely going a lot better than when I last played the game. I actually recently did do a oh, speaking of. Oh. This is all stuff you can only go with the boomerang cutter. With that big weapon energy. That would be something I want for reasons. Here's Spark Mandrill. Here's why Spark Mandrill is generally considered one of the easiest Mavericks. And watch me get punched in the face for that. Of course. Almost. Almost. I did take damage, so that wasn't great, but almost. I don't even think I took damage in my last long play session of these games. Whatever. They actually tried playing this, like, just in one sitting again as another practice run of sorts, and, oh boy, that went badly. Here's Launch Octopus. His weakness is, the rolling shield, but before we do that, something I want to show off. Hit him with the boomerang cutter enough times, and you cut his arms off. He actually loses his little fish projectiles. And then, now it's just him with the rolling shield. You need to kind of pick your shots carefully, since his missiles will destroy the shield immediately. Gotta get out of here. The enhanced rolling shield, the actual shield, is capable of blocking the projectiles for you, but like with any other enemy, it doesn't kill in one hit. If you hit Launch Octopus with the shield itself, you lose the shield. And that's why we use the Chameleon Sting's enhanced version for a defensive utility weapon. Because it's just straight up invincibility for a bit. He even goes through spikes, as you just saw, so it's pretty good. Here's the big guy, Flame Mammoth. He is weak to Storm Tornado, but he also has a special interaction with the Boomerang Cutter. And now he doesn't have a trunk. Now he just looks weird. I totally thought that he would die before he hit me. Yeah, notice how much easier these guys are with the weakness. That's really what you want to be doing, for the most part. Oh no, now we have to fight this stupid thing. Poorly timed. Can you dash, please? Right. This boss actually tries to punish you for clinging to the walls. Oh, you can just get on the wall to avoid the electric wall. I actually had a pretty rough fight with this thing the last time I tried fighting it. Oh my god. Which is bad because this thing is honestly not that difficult because you can just dash straight under the electric ball or hug the wall. Oh my god, get out of here. Stupid car. You're not the car that you can ride on for the memes. So you're worthless. Get out. Well, this is going well. So now it's time for it to all come crashing down. Now it's on to the final portion of Sigma's base. Time to take the fight directly to him. The sub-tank still isn't quite filled up from when I used it. So let's show off a little something. We already know about the rolling shield and its properties. There is a hole up on this pipe wall here that a small enemy just constantly spawns out of. Using the rolling shield like this and hugging the wall, and the enemy will infinitely respawn. That's just what they do. It has a pretty good drop rate, which means it'll be dropping health and weapon energy, and even the occasional life. Do this for as long as necessary, and you'll eventually fill up all your sub-tanks, and maybe even get to 9 lives. This is kind of how you can kind of get to the final Sigma fight, and not completely lose heart when you use all your sub-tanks and still die to the final segment, because it's honestly really difficult. Okay, I'm all set. So, alright, let's do this. I'm probably not going to speak as much once I get to the actual fight, because these fights are kind of a pain. The first one's not too bad, but the other two are a nightmare for me. Welcome. I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you,
That would not rob my pets of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Since you live, I'll be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X.
I have to give this guy the stupidest, dopiest voice I can manage. Cause I hate him. Sigma's pets! Oh my god, I'm already taking damage to this thing. I know I can beat him without taking damage. He'll mostly run at you, but he also has sparks and fire breath. Sparks always shoot in a upward arc. Fire is always kind of trying to get you from underneath. A little different thing about Sigma's pet is that he actually flinches to the fully charged shot, whether it be the blue or the pink shot. So that's kind of what you want to do if you don't want to like rely on his weakness, which I believe is just the shotgun ice. That's just the easy part, though. That's the bearable part. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You are almost as good a hunter as I was. But the time of his destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. This jerk pulls out a lightsaber. The problem with Sigma is twofold. For one thing, he pretty much always takes 1 damage from all of your attacks. I believe that even extends to dash shots. But he does an insane amount of damage to you on contact. Oh my god, this stupid swing. Oh my god, that was way shorter than... Oh, I hate him. I hate him. There's like no way to tell when he's going to just go in for a swing or just kind of jump around. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose to him the first time through, especially since I already went in with less than full health. I want to do this somewhat fair. That's just the way it's going to go. So I plan on doing a whole bunch of Switch games after this, but I'm not just doing Switch games or the SNES game because I want to be a Nintendo YouTuber guy. It's just that that's sort of the easiest thing to record right now. There are some PS3 and PS4 games I have, some of which I actually would really like to cover for an LP, but that's probably not going to be happening super soonish. There are a couple of series I own on the PS4 that I'd really love to cover for the channel, but that's going to be somewhat difficult. Oh my god. Well, since I've already shown that I'm just going to lose this stupid thing right now, without... Let's just use Shotgun Ice to make this easier. Yeah. Use Shotgun Ice to make the stupid dog easier. But I know I can beat that thing without even taking damage, it's just that it was a little too unpredictable for me. There's a couple of series on the PS4 that I really want to cover, but one of them's going to be rather difficult since it's a 7 or 8 game long series, and they're all like pretty long games. Yeah, no, he totally only took 1 damage from that dash shot. This is why Sigma's kind of a pain if you're not using the weakness. If they didn't already show that they really want you to use weaknesses before, they're gonna do it now with the next 2 Sigma fights. Yeah, no, I just cannot tell when he's going to jump around and when he's just going to go for the swing. So that makes things a problem. So yeah, there is like a couple of PS4 series I like to cover, but one of them is a really long series that's like 7 or 8 games long right now. And there's also like a couple of side games of sort. Well, one of them's just made by the same people, so I guess that really doesn't count. But there's one that takes place in the same universe as the series. That actually would really, if nothing else, I want to cover that game on the channel since I still don't even know the slightest bit. I only played like a bit of the beginning of it, so that's something I'd really love to cover for the channel. Make that a blind playthrough. I think I've only played up to like the first boss, second boss maybe? So I'd like to do that. But like I said, it's already a long series and the individual games are all pretty long. So I need to think about how I'm going to record all of everything I want to record. Probably gonna have to buy a external hard drive for that. Guys, I've already been recording this for 43 minutes. I dash. That could have been really bad. Oh, he kicked me in the back of the head! Totally did not get on that wall properly. Can't believe he didn't hit me there. Want to at least win this one! Good. Good, I can at least say I can beat him without using the weakness. Even if I'm left at 1 HP. I don't even care, though. Not for this monstrosity. Oh god, no. No, thank you. Ah! So, Sigma, final form of Sigma. Oh my god. Oh my god, no! I thought it wasn't. I thought it wouldn't hit the corner. He might honestly be one of the hardest final fights in the series. This one here. I guess it's just sort of explained. The problem with the third form of Sigma is that he only takes damage from exactly two things. His weakness, which I guess I'll just say is the rolling shield, and the pink shot. And even then, I think the pink shot only does 1 point of damage no matter what. So they really want you to just use the weakness. I might just have to. I know there is like a way to fight Sigma without taking... I know there's a way you can just kind of set yourself up on a safe spot of sorts, where you don't even have to worry about getting hit, but it's a little finicky. Oh my god, can you not jump around? So if I have to fight that stupid dog again, I'm just gonna, like, blow him away immediately. Also, I'm not doing this again without a weakness now that I've already sort of proven it. I believe his weakness is... Yeah, his weakness is the electric spark. I think it's gonna go on long enough without, me trying to just prove myself over and over and over again. I might try to be the final form of Sigma without using the weakness for a little bit, but after a certain amount of time, I am just gonna say screw it and just use the rolling shield because this guy is ridiculous. Problem is, there's no really good way to, Fire is pretty easy to avoid. The real problem is the electric ball stuff he does. Okay, good, that did hit. Hope I'm far enough away. Oh my god. Yeah, you have to kind of like stand like right on the edge of his claw, and you'll never get hit by the lightning stuff that comes out both ends of the claw. You don't have to worry about that claw hitting you. So then the only problem becomes the other claw. Oh my god. Yeah, the fire will definitely never hit you. I don't believe the lightning balls will ever hit you. And then you can just kind of focus on hitting him. Pick and choose your moments. All you really need to pay attention to is the other claw, since that one can still hit you at certain points. Oh my god. Yeah, no, sorry, but I'm using these stupid sub-tanks if nothing else. No! That totally did not even hit him, did it? Oh, you... Yeah, see, no, nothing will work other than the weakness and the pink shot. I think that's why they give you, Zero's Buster, just to kind of, just so you can, like, charge up to full, hit him with the pink shot, see that he does damage, just so you can be fooled into thinking that, oh yeah, no, you can totally do this without a... Oh, god. Just kind of fooling and thinking, like, oh yeah, no, you can totally do this without a weakness. Oh my god. I can do this. I will win. Now that I know this stupid trick, I will win. I say as the claw rams directly into my face. Oh, that was a poorly timed. There's no, like... Oh my god. I keep forgetting that you can't just hit start on the sub-tank. You have to actually, like... hit it. Oh my god. Okay. Good. I think as long as your foot isn't on the area where the lightning comes out, you're fine. That totally did not hit him. I never did actually beat Sigma without the final form of Sigma without using the rolling shield. Admittedly, I had to cheat a little, but honestly, this boss is so ridiculous that I don't care. The reason I didn't really market this as a Buster only run, other than using weaknesses to get through this rematches and to make stages easier, is because I honestly didn't think I'd be able to do this. I thought I was going to have to give up and use a rolling shield at some point. But I totally didn't. Thus, battle's over. With that, I can officially say that being Mega Man X. I honestly do really love X1. I think it's the best of the series. X4 is really close, but you really can't go wrong with the original X1. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? Sounds like X isn't much of a fighter. I wonder if that's going to become a plot point later in the series. I say as if I'm going to do the rest. I don't know. If nothing else, I'd like to cover X's 2 and 4. I could do 4 since I own that on the PS3 as like a PlayStation 1 classic, I believe. But X2 is going to be a bit more difficult since I have it on the Wii. But I don't know if I could do a Wii recording at as good of quality as I've been doing for X1. I guess there's also X3, but I'm not big on X3. X3 is definitely my least favorite of the first 4 X games. Just enjoy it. Enjoy our victory. I'm still honestly impressed. I totally Gunvolt. Oh boy, Gunvolt. That's definitely a name that gives me a different thoughts than a regular X enemy. That's also a game I'd like to cover for the channel, but I only own that on the 3DS. I know I can pick it up on the Switch. Maybe that's a thing I should do later on. That's a series I really like to cover. I actually really like that series a lot. That'll be later if I ever do that, though. That's not in the near future. Like I said, the 4 games I'm planning on doing, they're all Switch games, yes, but 2 of them are blind. They're both detective games, but one of them has more of a horror bend to it, I believe. One is a platformer / Metroidvania that I've already completed just last month. And the other is a hack and slash, but a hack and slash with a different narrative, I guess I'll say. It's basically a hack and slash, but with a side of the Stanley Parable is the best way to describe it, I feel. Or the closest thing I can think of at the very least. I guess what I'd like to know is, what do you like to see next on the channel? Those more credits. I guess now it's the real credits. Excuse me for one moment. Thank you for watching. I'm LP of Mega Man X. Hopefully, I say hopefully, there'll definitely be a lot more to come. I definitely plan on doing more LPs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.